What's going on, Slot Car family? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. This is MP Slot Car. I'm Massimo, and in today's video we're going to take a look again at this Valentino Rossi BMW M4. If you remember a few videos ago, we unboxed this and did a few laps. I'll link it up here, which I always forget which corner it is, but that's the video there that we unboxed this car. Now we ran it stock and managed a time of this. I mean, not bad. But then we ran it again with some Paul Gage tires and managed this time. Pretty cool, and it finished with the exact same time as the Carrera edition of the BMW M4. So that was the best time we managed. So it was an improvement with the Paul Gage over the stock Carrera tires. Now in the comments, I had Bo, our buddy Bo, that comments on a lot of our videos, and he gave me the recommendation. He's been telling me this for a long time. Now Ortmann tires, here in Canada at least, are not the easiest to come by. I mean, Paul Gage are made here in Canada, which is why all my cars run Paul Gage tires, seeing that I run urethane on my track. But I decided to finally bite the bullet and I ordered a couple sets of Ortmann tires, and I got the Ortmann 64T right there, which is good for this BMW M4, I believe the Ferrari 296 and the new Audi R8s. So I got a couple sets of these. We're gonna throw a pair on this BMW M4 and see if we could get the time down. As Bo said in the comments, that we should see a good improvement because these are supposed to be really, really good tires. So without further ado, let's slap on those tires and see what we can manage. Swapping out the tires, swapping out the tires. The other one ran away. Swapping out the tires, swapping out the tires. I'm well on my way. Why am I singing? Ugh. Just like that. Nice, shiny, new boots on the rear of this car at least. They do sell the front tires as well, Ortmann fronts for a lot of these cars, for 132 and 124 scale cars. So I'm probably gonna have to order a couple of the fronts. Obviously this one's fine because it's brand new, but a lot of my older Carrera 124s and 132s, the front tires are completely rock hard and falling apart. So I do gotta order a couple sets of the fronts, I believe. But you know what, before I get ahead of myself, let's test it and see how much of an improvement we can get. Let's run 10 laps and see if we can beat that time. I mean, we're not off to a promising start, as I'm pushing a little too hard, anticipating the extra grip and maybe just overdriving the car just a little bit. Now, this is an issue I've been having from time to time where my screen recording of the lap counter kind of freezes. So these last two laps, I won't have live timing, but I'll show you the times at the end of this lap. Alrighty then. So how was that run? Well, in terms of lap time, we found an improvement, a 6.615, which is an improvement over the Paul Gage and the stock tires. Now, what I didn't mention at the beginning of this video, before starting to film, I ran the car again with the Paul Gage for 20 laps just to see if I could beat that time that I set last time with the Paul Gage, and I could not beat it. So already after 10 laps, beating it with these Ortmann tires, thumbs up so far. But what I'm not impressed with is my driving in that last run. I kept wiping out in this corner and the back end was kicking out a lot. So I want to try to clean up my driving, at the same time, try to better my lap. So what we're gonna do is run 10 more laps. I'm gonna try to clean up my driving and in turn, see if we can get a better lap time. So let's get back to the track and see if this guy here can actually do what he says at the end of every video and keep the guide in the slot. Let's get into it.
left. Empty slot car to the near fastest pass. Empty slot car is in the lead. Only 2 laps left. Attention, only 1 lap left. The race winner is empty.
So, how was that? Well, guess what? The driving improved, and in turn, the lap time improved. Who would have thunk it?
Huh? Who would have thought? Not me.
Well, yeah, we managed a 6.499, which is a time I'm very happy with this car. It was a decent improvement, so let's take a look at the leaderboard and the lap times a little bit more in depth, and I'll catch you at the end of the video. So, I mean, I'm pretty content. Jumped up to 12th from 24th with a 6.499, right up there with the Ferrari. And you look where it came from, 6.773. So that's a very good improvement. So what can I say at the end of this video? The Ortmann tires, do I recommend them? So far with this one car that I've driven it on, yes, they are an improvement over the Paul Gage. For this car, I haven't tried them on other cars yet, but apparently they're good all around. Now they're a little bit harder to get. So like for me, like I said, Paul Gage, being Canadian, I try to support my local, so I buy a lot of Paul Gage tires. But I think the Ortmann tires were worth a try, and if you can get a set, I'd recommend you trying them too, because those first couple laps are already quick. So I'm curious to try them on other cars like the Ferrari 296. They fit that car as well, and the new RDR8. So I want to try them on that car, those cars as well, and see what kind of improvements we can get on those. But so far, first impressions, very good. So thank you, Bo, and everyone else that recommended me to try the Ortmann tires. I'm happy I did. So that's going to wrap up this video here, and I hope you all enjoyed it. This has been MP Slot Car. I'm Massimo. Remember, keep your guide in the slot. Keep enjoying this amazing hobby of ours, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care. Ciao.